Hello everybody, it's SuperHyperHedgey. Welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 5. Aw, our doggy. In this episode, I started out with a little side up doing some target practice at one of the places, I forget which one. And then I full-tonned a guy out for, two prisoners actually, back to base. So that now that they're on our armed force, and was shot repeatedly. And I got this non-lethal rifle gun, so I can do stuff like knock somebody out by just shooting them with rubber bullets. And then we took out a whole battalion of guys in a tank, and the last guy I took out, I full-tonned, so he is now back on our team. And our dog is going to help. And this right here shows how I gracefully took everybody out. Not immature at all whatsoever. So, and then the next thing we did was we found one of our lost soldiers who was a little crazy, so we had to knock him out with some rubber bullets, even though it took a lot of rubber bullets to even knock him out. And once we got him back to base, we drove over to this main op, which we are about to commence now. So, oh, he can bark now. Yay. So we've done a lot this mission, or this episode, so we're gonna do some more missions, though. That's the important thing. I should really work on not getting hurt, because it shows how I either die or I hurt myself while I play too much, too often. It'd just be nice to see cutscenes where a big boss wasn't bloody all the time. That's what I think. That's what I think would be good that I could work on, per se. Yeah. That's always something better to achieve. I did not realize how long this oh, there it goes. Give us the order.
Your mission is to rescue a prisoner being held at Lamar Khatib Palace. He's known as Malak, Angel to his fellow Mujahideen. Start by checking the target's VI on your iDroid. The Soviets captured him and took him to the ruins of the palace. His family was subsequently killed in an airstrike on his village. The Soviet scorched earth operation wiped it off the map. The client is none other than his father. Or rather, this was his father's dying wish. If you can manage to rescue other prisoners as well, each one will add a bonus to our pay. When you see them, I'm sure your conscience will tell you what to do.
Alright, so we gotta go rescue somebody who's held prisoner here. While that's happening, let's interrogate this guy.
Where are your friends?
And apparently this guy...
The target's been transferred. I've sent the information to your map screen.
Yeah,
You're gonna need more information to pinpoint a location.
told us that he's been moved. So I guess that's a bit of a problem. And we just rescued somebody from another safe. And oh look! A big, meaty hint of blueprints. Those will be nice and helpful. So let's just scan it. Scan this nice little piece of paper. And I think it told us the same information.
We've analyzed the intel file you discovered. Orders for their transport route. Okay, your map information's updated. The target is inside Yaha Ovu's supply outpost. Find him and extract him.
Alright, so even though we interrogated a guy, that gave us the same amount of information, and now we're at the place, and there he is, because our doggy could actually find him, so we didn't have to interrogate people while we were there. So our doggy could actually sniff him out and find our friend. But unluckily, everyone's out there searching for the noise that they heard. Because for some reason my rubber bullets make a big noise when I shoot people with them. So that's not good. Because it's rubber bullets. So while the gunfire is silent, what I shoot is not. That sort of thing. Because it makes a sound when it bounces off people. Oh geez, there's a sound
There, that's the target.
in the background.
Badly wounded. We can rule out a full extraction. We'll just have to do it by chopper. Call the chopper from your iDroid, boss. Then carry the target to
Aw, I was hoping to Fulton on him, but that just makes it a lot harder to get him back to base. But luckily, we knocked out 2 guys just now. And I think, why don't I just run? I can just take out everybody that spots me. Right? Yeah. Aw, and several people spot me. So, I won't be able to... Oh, he's got a helmet. I won't be able to take them out very well. But our doggy is on the move. Our little pup. But we can get him out of here just fine. We just have to take the not so graceful route by running. And our chopper is already back at where it needs to be. And something's shooting at us. And I'm not sure where. I don't know where the shots are coming from. I didn't know where the guys were. They're probably on the ground somewhere. But if the chopper is close enough, then it shoots down at the base. And that's a little bit of a problem. Because then it's like, oh, you got some kills. Or did you? Does it count as kills? Let's see. I forget if it counts as kills if your chopper takes out guys. Because mine was close enough to the base where I had an alert that it was like, shoot the enemies. So I can't remember if it did or not.
Yes, mission complete. Boss,
Oh, Miller disappeared, but we didn't get any kills even though our chopper helped. So that's nice. That's good to know. And yes, episode. We finished this episode. How great. That makes me happy, I guess. Oh, these episodes.
boss, that target you extracted, Malik, is saying that he's never heard of our client. What's more, he says his village was destroyed long before he was ever taken prisoner. Apparently it fell victim to some sort of disease, then was completely burned to the ground. Malik was out on a mission at the time, and that's the reason why he alone survived. But the question is, who hired us to find him? According to Malik, he saw strange soldiers snooping around the village when he got back. Turns out they were members of Cypher's strike force, XOF. My theory is they wanted to get their hands on Malik to question or silence him before the Soviets could get to him. Cypher was just using us to cover things up. All that crap about Malik's relative was a front to convince us to retrieve him. But an entire colony just wiped off the map. It sounds a lot like the Hamid during the Honeybee incident. All I know, boss, is there's no way in hell I'm handing Malik over to Cypher. I decided to bring him back to Mother Base instead. He's one of us now. We told the client through a cutout that the target was killed. For some reason, though, they still paid us everything we were owed. Cypher's obviously up to something, and this is probably just another preemptive cleanup operation to them. But to Malik, he lost his village, his family, everything, and he wants his revenge. In other words, he's one of us.
So that's weird. So Cypher set us up to do that, clean up the mission for them, even though they knew that happened or something. But just conspiracy stuff. But let's start the next mission that takes place actually in Africa, episode 13, Pitch Dark. I assume we'll be doing this mission at night, or preferably at night. I'm not sure, but it's our first one in Africa.
Angola's Mfinda oil field, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed, and now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water.
That's not good. It's Regular environmental crisis. Oh, look at Big Boss's face has not rendered. There it goes.
The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mafinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group United moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. United's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the broker's a front company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on United could tell us who's pulling its strings.
I guess there's only one way to find out. It's always interesting to try to use this quick menu. Or use menus quickly. Especially because now, and mainly the PSP games in this game, the menus don't pause the screen. So you don't have that time.
That's step one to tracking down Skullface. And Cypher with him. Good luck, boss.
Yeah, because that time where you could open up your menu does help.
First, make your way to the oil facility. It's to the north, past Boala Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by United, so stay sharp.
Alright, but we'll just go destroy that stuff, and here we are at the base.
The oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. And so there might be an enemy right there. I don't see one though, so I think we're good. We'll just sneak in the base though and just take care of that pipeline. Right in here. And I like bringing D-Dog because he just spots all the enemies and I can maneuver quickly without anybody spotting me. Now I generally just kind of snuck around. Nothing too exciting happened, just kind of wandered around objects to not be seen. And there's that oil tanker. So we'll just get some explosives ready.
Destroy that separator tank. You'll need to use explosives. Got any C4?
You bet I do, Ocelot. Of course I would have C4, why wouldn't I? So I guess we just gotta blow this thing up. Yep, I don't think any guards are around too much. Oh, I stepped on my doggy. It's no good. Okay. Let's just stick some C4 right.
Alright, you planted the C4. Don't set it off until you're at a safe distance.
I thought so. That could probably kill us. And because we're the best soldier in the world, I got spotted. So, now we should take care of the situation and escape the best way we can. But we're not close to our other objective right now as well. But I say we just explode the oil tanker. And I was not aware it would trigger a cutscene. So that's not so delightful to know, because I'm in a bad situation.
Great. You destroyed the separator tank. Now you need to stop the oil transfer pump.
Alright. So now that's stopped, we need to go get that oil transfer pump. So there's only one way to do that in a situation like this, when people know where we are. Use a decoy! Let's see, I don't think I even used a decoy right. Aw, jeez. Alright. Nothing's gonna help us. Nope. Ugh. Guess we're kind of stuck right now. But maybe they'll fall for that decoy. Yeah, just maybe. Will they start shooting at it still? Hopefully. They don't see me, right? The decoy is too noticeable. Alright, I'm very close to dying right now.
There's the transfer pump control room. The emergency stop button is probably inside it.
Yeah, so we just gotta press it.
Bodies. Why?
Those are gross.
Oil transfer pump shutoff confirmed. Objectives complete. But the enemy is tightened security. Get out of there ASAP.
Yep, sounds like a plan, Miller. And we should do that with a cardboard box. That's how I know how to get out of here the best. Alright. Whew.
Analysis.
Walker gears. What are they doing?
Cypher, Skullface, Africa. Makes sense. Of course they'd be here. Why wouldn't they be here? They'd always appear now, I feel like. But that's really strange. There's dead bodies with weird lumps on their bodies. Or on their sides. There are bodies with lumps on their bodies. And they look dead. Lots of corpses in the river. Now, I like to try this jumping strategy because I think it's like stealth, sneak, slide. I don't know if it helps too much, but I guess when you're crawling, it could help. It's just it's I guess the closest thing to a roll that we have because we don't have a roll in this game anymore.
Alright, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Hooray! A D-Dog is finding enemies as we speak. Or as we go.
The map has been updated. Development project has been added.
Mission complete. Great.
Yeah, I died a few times. I didn't leave the death sin because it wasn't very important, I think. But, I did the mission. That's what is truly important. And the music is different now when, you're in Africa, apparently, which is a little nice. I guess it's like Season 2 or something. Some crap like that. Maybe.
Boss, we took another look into Sainer, the owner of the oil field. They were behind what happened. They hired the PF, not United. They restarted the facility all the while pretending they were the victims. One other thing. Sainer's Johannesburg head office is just a room in a multi-tenant building. Company's essentially non-existent. 3 years ago, that investment fund stepped in and started gutting it through a series of mergers and sell-offs. And get this, the fund itself no longer exists either. It's a shell corporation, meaning someone is just using Sainer's name from the shadows. But what about those strange corpses? Just what the hell were they doing over there?
I don't know, Miller. That's just some weird stuff. So, more conspiracy. A company that doesn't exist hiring a company that was using the oil facilities to fund themselves, I guess.
Hey, Snake, I've customized a walker gear just for you. It features a silent running system, great for infiltration missions, and you can also summon it to your location. I've taken the liberty of calling it the D-Walker. It's armed with a suppressed tranquilizer gun. If you want to add other weaponry or upgrade the chassis, give the order from your iDroid.
Nice. So now we get a little Metal Gear to run on. That's what I'm talking about. We actually get to customize our Metal Gear and use it in action ourselves. Just like the boss wanted. And now we'll just do one little side op and then end on some fun. As I full taunt a guy and just end this as professionally as possible. So that'll be it for this episode, guys. I'll see you in the next one where we play more of Metal Gear Solid 5.